First of all, thank you very much, SAHIC, for the invitation. Thanks, Arturo, for a good old friendship that resulted in this invitation. Thank you for all the people involved in the organization of SAHIC. Thank you, Florencia, for the coordination of this event. It is fantastic. And thank you all for staying in the audience to hear me talking about hotel asset management. Well, to start with, I have to say two things. First, I have to apologize for making this presentation in English. It's a shame for me not to speak Spanish. I should speak Spanish. After all, my grandparents are Spanish. But I mean, unfortunately, my vocabulary in Spanish is very small. So I am unable to do this presentation in Spanish. Sorry for that. I promise the next SAHIC, if anybody invites me to make a presentation, I will do the presentation in English first. In Spanish, sorry. And the second thing, I would like to say who I am. I am Diogo Canteras, and I am working in a company called Hotel Invest. Hotel Invest is the biggest hotel asset management company in South America. I think, in fact, it's in Latin America. We have 57 hotels under our asset management, including the hotels that belong to 2 investment funds that we manage. So what I'm going to bring to you is some experience of our company in the hotel asset management business. So the hotel asset management role is something quite new. In fact, our company is 25 years old this year, and Hotel Invest was the first company to provide hotel asset management services in Brazil. It started providing the services 22, 23 years ago. I mean, so the asset management role is quite new. And normally the market doesn't understand exactly what the asset managers do, even because different asset managers, they do different things. So I'm going to talk about the role of the asset manager and the relationship between the asset managers and the owners of the hotels and the operators of the hotel. In order to do that, I think the easiest way is to introduce you some examples of situations, daily life situations that we live in our markets that show the importance of the hotel asset management. And I will bring you this first example. It is an economy hotel in the city of São Paulo. Of course, I mean, I'm not going to say which hotels I'm talking about. I'm not going to mention the name of the hotels. But I mean, be sure that this is a real example. So it is an economy hotel in the city of São Paulo that the contract was ending. And in this case specifically, we wanted to renovate the contract with the operator because the operator was performing very well, the hotel was performing very well, so we wanted to renovate the contract. And the operator made us an offer. I mean, so the contract could be renovated with 3 million reais key money. This is around $700,000 for a 15-year contract. So after some negotiation, and of course to negotiating with the operator, I mean, when you are in the end of the contract, there is always a good opportunity for you to make money for the hotel investor. So this opportunity is something that the hotel asset manager has to be aware of. So after some negotiation, and we brought, in this case, a new operator just to work as a competitor for the current operator, and at the end of the day, we got a 10-year contract and for 5.4 million reais of key money for the hotel investment. So in this case specifically, the asset manager brought to the table for the investors, I mean, 2.4 million reais in money for reinvestment at the hotel. I will bring you a second example, and this is a mid-scale hotel. And in this case, it is a hotel in the Amazon region in the city of Manaus. And it is a condo hotel. I mean, that's very common in Brazil. And it is a condo hotel that has mixture between residents and people who rent their units through the hotel pool. And in this case specifically, there was a mess. I mean, it was a chaotic relationship between the operator and the investors. And the problem here was that the condominium fee was not enough, was unbalanced, and the relationship between investors and the operator was crazy, and the operator was trying to negotiate the renovation of the contract, and they were fighting all the time. So they brought an asset management to the table, and the asset management here was important to bring a neutral point of view. So it was important. He worked to adjust the condominium fee. It bridged the gap between the investors and the operating, bringing this neutral point of view, and helped to calculate the new condominium fee. And based on this new condominium fee, and based on the key money that we negotiated with the operator, we could renovate the contract, and now both operators and investors are happy. I will bring you another example, and this is the last one, because I will jump the fourth one that I was to present. This is a hotel that used to belong to a hotel investment fund. And this first hotel investment fund, they didn't have an asset management. The hotel was managed by, from the point of view of investment, it was managed by the fund itself that used to own the hotel. And this hotel was transferred to a new fund, and this new fund had Hotel Invest as asset management. And on the very beginning of the relationship, we saw the possibilities of lower the break-even point of the hotel. And we saw the possibility of increasing the value of hotel, doing some renovation, invest some money in renovation. So we did that, and after 6 months of involvement with the hotel was substantially more profitable, and more than that, the perspectives of the hotel were much better, basically because of the renovation that was taking place. Okay, I will jump this fourth example. So let's understand why the asset management makes sense. Well, typically in a business structure of a hotel, you have a hotel, you have the owner, and you have the operator. The owner brings money, and the operator brings management expertise and its brands. What are the objectives of the owner in this business? Of course, I mean, the owner is looking for the return on his investment that comes through the cash flow and through the asset appreciation. And what the operator is looking for? The operator typically is looking to provide good returns to the owner, of course, to increase the value of its brands, of course, because the brand is the most important asset that a hotel company has. And of course, to provide good services to its guests. It's also important because at the end of the day, these guests will be guests in other hotels of the same company. So it's very important to provide good services. But the fact is that when you compare these two objectives, these two sets of objectives, you can see that they are not exactly aligned. And this is not wrong. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, this is how it is. And in some cases, it is important for you to have somebody intermediating this relationship, bringing a very transparent point of view and a very technically oriented point of view. And this guy is the asset manager. So, what kind of person can fit the profile of the asset manager? The market brings lots of people to perform the role of the asset manager. One of these persons that historically has been trying to do what the asset manager is supposed to do is the owner's representative. This used to be used some years ago, let's say some 10 or 20 years ago, for international companies that used to belong hotels in our markets. They had owner's representative. Another possibility is to bring an experienced general manager to take care of the hotel operation, playing the role of the hotel asset management. The other possibility is to bring a consultant. In many cases, you have the consultant that made the feasibility studies. He becomes friend of the owner of the hotel, or he becomes friend of the developer of the condo hotel, and he stay in the hotel as the asset manager. Or sometimes the market confuses the role of the hotel asset manager with the role of the condominium manager, and this happens mainly in the condo hotels that you need a manager for the condominium. But taken into consideration, I mean, trying to understand what is really the role of the hotel asset manager, what are the tasks that the hotel asset management has to do. Let's see what are the tasks, and looking at the tasks, we will understand that the profile of the hotel asset management has to be a little broader. So, what are the tasks that have to be performed by the hotel asset management? First, the hotel asset manager has to be able to perform a systematic market analysis during the hotel operation. And when I say market analysis, I mean that he has to be he has to understand how the competitors are working, and I'm talking about the existing competitors, the competitors that are already operating, and the future competitors. I mean the new offer, the new supply of hotels that are in construction right now. Then the asset manager has to be able to be in constant negotiation with the hotel operator. And here there's a very, very important point. Oh, Jesus, I mean, I'm having a problem with my time. But let me talk about, I mean, this is a very important point. The hotel asset management, he has to be very close to the hotel operator. People think, I mean, and this is a wrong understanding of the hotel asset management role. People think that the hotel asset manager has to be fighting with the hotel operator all the time. And this is wrong. This is completely wrong. I mean, in fact, the hotel asset management has to be very close. They have to become very, very close to the hotel management company, because he has to learn how to take advantages of all the benefits that the hotel company can provide. So, and if you have a big hotel company involved with your hotel, I mean, you can access lots of very good benefits, and you have to be able to benefit out of those. Then, of course, you have to do the financial analysis and the monitoring of the budget of the hotel constantly. You have, this again is a role very important of the asset manager, you have to take care of the relationship with the investors. And I have to say one of the most important and one of the most frequent causes of fights between the investors and the operators is the lack of information that should be precise and timely given to the investor. If you do that systematically, I mean, you avoid lots of misunderstandings between investors and the operators. So the relationship with investors and the timely reporting to the investors is very important. Again, the asset manager has to be aware of the strategic opportunities for the property that he is providing services. And when I talk about the strategic opportunities, I'm talking about potential alliances. I'm talking about potential strategic buyers that can be a very good opportunity for the owner to sell the property, and many other strategic opportunities that may show in the market. The asset manager has to take care of the quality product. I mean, he has to be monitoring the quality of the product all the time, doing the mystery guests and all these kind of actions. And last but not least, the asset manager has to see how the maintenance is going on the hotel and to take care of the money that is being invested in the renovation plan of the hotel. So, I mean, he has to negotiate with the hotel all the time. This whole set of tasks, I mean, at the end of the day, have to be performed by a hotel asset management company, and it is difficult to assign all these tasks to just one person. I mean, it would be more convenient if you have a hotel asset management company duly structured, I mean, that have people with all these qualifications, I mean, to provide the services. What kind of person hires a hotel asset management? I'll go very fast in this. Independent hotel owners, mainly when these hotel owners don't have hotel as their core business. Condo hotel developers, of course, because they have to hire, sometimes they have to hire the asset manager. And multi-assets hotel investment funds, funds that typically invest in hotels. I'll go deeper just in the condo hotel developers here, just to give you an information. Now, first, it would be very convenient in the condo hotel development. You have to understand that the condo hotel is an investment product. And if you are structuring investment product, it is very important to bring the hotel asset manager in the very beginning. So, in the beginning of the development, the asset manager helps to design a solid investment product that the condo hotel should be. And during the operation, the hotel asset manager becomes the kind of the watchdog of the owners in the hotel operation. I mean, and sometimes the hotel asset manager can even be the representative of the owners in the hotel operation. This can be useful because it can speed up the decision process in the condo hotels. But a very important information is that the real estate developer that is structuring a condo hotel should hire the hotel asset management before selling the condo hotel units. Why is that? Because, I mean, the asset manager is kind of a part of the product, the investment product that he's selling. What are the benefits that the asset management brings? Transparency, I mean, the operation becomes more transparent. Asset appreciation, because normally the asset manager has an approach of the hotel investment that is not the immediate approach that is typically the approach that the investor has. The investor has the money as fast as possible. And the asset manager normally has a much more long-term point of view. Profit maximization, I would say that in the properties that we are involved, the presence of a hotel asset management brings an increase of the profit around 15% in average. A constant strategic analysis of the asset. I mean, you have to analyze what are the strategic opportunities that the market brings to the property, and most of all, no surprises. I mean, this is very important. If you provide information to the investors in a timely manner, in a precise way, I mean, typically you avoid surprises. And as the motto of the Holiday Inn used to say, the best surprise is no surprise. And for investment, this is also true. I mean, and the last consideration is how important it is to hire an asset manager. If you are an independent owner, I mean, you should consider hire hotel asset management, mainly if hotel is not your main business. If hotel is not your core business, you should consider hiring a hotel asset manager. It will make your life easier, and you will have time to focus in your core business. If you are a condo hotel development, you have to hire a hotel asset manager. It helps a lot to structure your investment product that you're going to sell to your clients, to your investors. And last but not least, if you are a multi-asset hotel investment fund, you definitely have to hire a hotel asset management. And here I will give you an example, and I will end my presentation with that. If you are a multi-asset investment hotel, if you are a multi-asset hotel investment fund, you need an asset manager because it will help you to increase the profits of your hotels and to take advantage of the strategic opportunities. I mean, in one of the funds that we manage, I say that we increased the profits, the operational profit of the hotel. That was very important. But more important of that, I mean, we brought to the fund an investment strategy that resulted in revenues for the quota holders of the fund that are almost the same amount that people receive from hotel operation. So the presence of the asset manager in this case was absolutely fundamental. Well, thank you very much for your attention. I mean, I am flattered to be invited to be part of SAHIC this year. And thank you very much. Bye-bye.